Just want to make a short update video about the progress on the Jetta and go over a couple change of plans. So I was in my storage unit and decided to write down a plan because this is one thing I have not done with this car at any point. Was actually write down a plan of what I wanted to do to kind of keep me on track and actually get things to happen quicker. Um, my downfall with it all is I'm just all over the place. You know, if I have some ideas in my head, I'll end up, being online and seeing something for sale that's rare, and I just have to buy it. And that really sets me back when it comes to like the ultimate goal of boosting the car. If I was just focusing on slapping the turbo on the car, I could have had this thing turbocharged years ago. But I wanted it to be stronger, so I did a lot of supporting mods. And I had a few things happen. I blew a couple transmissions here and there. Really, only two of them were my fault, but whatever. I drive the car pretty hard, a lot harder than most. 2 weeks ago, I broke an axle, and I did replace it the next day with another OEM axle, and I could have kept driving on it like that, but I decided to upgrade to axles. So that's essentially how I've been going, and this is why I've been taking so long to turbo the Jetta. I always want to upgrade things to where they don't break again or don't break in the first place. So, now I have a 6-speed swap that has a limited slip differential, axles, upgraded clutch, steel shift forks. I just want everything to be stronger, so when I am boosted and I'm running almost 500 horsepower to the crank, that I'm not breaking things after. I want to be able to enjoy the car when it's boosted and not have a whole bunch of downtime in the first year after it's boosted. So that's why it's taking so long. Now I have this spare motor here, and I wanted to go over a real quick history on how I got it, and to show how clean this thing is, and also talk about the change of plans. So there was a guy that was asked to clean up a local vocational school here in Central Florida. Their mechanic program was getting renovations, and they had basically a bunch of cars that weren't running, a couple of engines, and he just got it all for free as long as he was hauling it away. He didn't have to pay for any of it. So he got a 2JZ motor, a couple cars and stuff like that. Well, he sold this motor to me for real cheap, and it looked to be low mileage, so I was already thinking that I lucked out. On top of that, when I got it here, I opened up the valve cover not that long ago, and I saw how clean it was in here. And it looks like it has almost no miles on it. It's crazy, it's super clean. And then I pulled out the oil cap, and it's so clean in there. It looks like oil never sat on the surfaces. But it does look like the engine was ran for sure. You can see the marks on the lobes of the camshaft. So it's not a new motor, but it's very low mileage and very healthy. It looks to be so. The condition of my current engine is, the compression is pretty low on all the cylinders. There was a couple occasions where I got up to 145 miles per hour on a closed course. Of course, I don't do that on the open road, risking people's lives. But the car got up there, and it seemed like it still wanted to pull a little bit. But more recently, it really struggles to get to like 120. It takes a lot longer to get up to high speed. So even though I'm not smoking, I'm consuming some oil, so that tells me they got some blow by at higher RPMs, and it's more apparent, even more so on a hot day. So the engine's kind of on its way out. It's just tired. 185,000 miles, and I've been like racing it since it was broken in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep this motor to go in sooner than later. That's what I was making a plan for, was to think about what I needed to get on this engine for it to go in. Even though I might not need a water pump and a thermostat, I might replace those just so it's all new. I was thinking about getting another TTRS crank pulley for this motor. I want to get some extended exhaust manifold studs for this one. The OEM one's down here. I put some extended ones on it so far for the SPA manifold since it was needed. And I want to do the rest of them because I think that the Evolution tuning header requires them as well. I'm not 100% sure, but it wouldn't hurt to have them on there. Which, by the way, I actually have my Evolution tuning header and downpipe. I just dropped it off yesterday at a local shop to get them ceramic coated. So that's exciting. That'll probably take like a week or two to get them back. I'm not sure if I'll have the motor in by then or ready to go in, but so that's the plan, is to put this motor in there, low mileage, cleaned up. I'm gonna replace the pulleys on it, so all new pulleys, idler tensioners, new water pump, new, basically the whole cooling system is gonna be new, and I'll have the upgraded exhaust system. It'll be the Evolution tuning header, downpipe with the high flow cat in it, and two new mufflers, and a whole lot of stainless steel piping welded in between it all. So I'll be able to enjoy the car a lot more since I drive it every single day. It'll definitely be a lot easier to hold me over on that than the way it is running now before I'm boosted finally. So that's really the update I had. Just putting this one in the time being. I'll take my motor out. I'll get the Audi TTRS pistons and rods, and I'll put that in the motor that's in my car now. It'll give me a chance to bring it to a machine shop and have the motor cleaned up, maybe hot tanked, honed out, and that way I'll have the rotating assembly balanced as well. And when that motor gets put back in the car in turbo form, it'll be a whole new beast. So I can't wait. And I'm also going to try to make videos a little bit more often. I've been trying to be on it a little bit more, and think of some content and make videos more often whenever I can think of them. The more videos I make, obviously, the better I'll get at them. So I'm going to try to make videos like every 2 weeks. We'll see how that goes. So if you guys have any questions or anything you want to see in a video, no matter what it is, just put a comment in any of the videos I have. I look at all the video comments, whether it's old or new. So leave a comment, let me know what you want to see, and that'll give me some ideas to put some videos together. So that's it for now. See you later.